Yeah. And I think we're sliding rather beautifully and segueingly, as I make up the word, into this subtitle of the Navigating Autism book, the 9 mindsets for helping kids. And I think we're set up for that now. Is it possible for you guys to just work through, just bantering between yourselves about the principal ones, or the ones that you would like, or all 9 if you're so willing?
Sure. Well, I think the thing that's in common for all the mindsets is that we want to look at the whole child. We have someone who has this label, but that's not their primary essence. And they're an individual. They have different temperaments. They have different traits. They have different environments, different families, different resources. And we have to bring that to every stage. We have to bring it to the evaluation. We have to bring it to the treatment planning. We have to bring it to the working with the team and preparing for the real world. So that's the underlying mindset that goes through all of the individual chapters.
Well, I always want to mention one of the things that you've said, Deborah, is label locking. I'm seeing people get so locked into the labels, and I think it's a bigger problem for the verbal thinkers getting locked into the labels. Because, see, for me, I'm seeing individual cases, like this person that sells equipment all over the world, and what saved him was one welding class. And then I'm seeing somebody that's very severe, and then I've met Tito, who's nonverbal, who types independently. I'm seeing him. He's very different from the person that runs a metal fabrication company.
Yeah.
You see, it's specific. And I've been learning more and more about, how the verbal mind works. Verbal mind tends to overgeneralize. The visual thinker like me tends to get hung up on too many details. But I form concepts by putting specific examples into categories. And I'd put the 2 metal fabrication owners in the category, along with Elon Musk and Einstein, Michelangelo, and put those people in that category. And then you've got some where they can hold a job at a grocery store. That might be a mid-range. And then you have the nonverbal, may have difficulties dressing. But the thing about them is some of them have a true locked-in syndrome, and they have a normal brain hidden inside a dysfunctional body. Noki discussed in some of his writings that he was like a broken robot and he could not control his movements.
Wow. Yes, it's such a, I'm just thinking of Bobble and his work, this locked-in syndrome. We've seen that in the severe mental and brain disorders, but this is a fascinating thing with people with these aspects like autism and various others, that within what might appear to be problematic bodies and things. And it reminds me of a time I spoke to a lass with spina bifida. I was at a particular psychotherapy conference, and I said, what's your biggest bugbear about this? And her top one was, people think I'm stupid. And she just had, just sort of had a wonky walk, but let alone these movement disorders and so on and so forth. Yeah.
Well, this is what motivated me to do some of my early projects, like the dip vats that were shown in the HBO movie. I wanted to prove I wasn't stupid.
Yeah.
That was a huge motivator for me.
Yeah. How interesting to actually have that pressure. Again, this thing of that we talk about, having to prove who you are based on a generalized negative bias towards something about you, whether it's your movements, I guess skin color, and all those other different issues.
Thank you for tuning in to The Science of Psychotherapy. Please like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit that bell so that we can reach more people and bring you more Science of Psychotherapy. And if you're a mental health professional, check us out at thescienceofpsychotherapy.com.